If hindi mo pa alam, nag-start na ako ng mini-series kung saan kukuha ko ng lessons from chapters of The Trading Code by Jason Cam. Binili ko talaga yung libro kasi alam kong kuripot ka and ayaw mo magbasa. So, if hindi mo siya napapanood, the link is gonna be here. Else, wag natin patagalin pa, let's start. So, na-establish na natin sa first video na the ultimate tool of a technical analyst is price. So, since alam natin na ito yung pinaka-importante, it just makes sense na this should occupy the largest space on your screen. Kasi raw, sabi sa book, minsan yung traders, they get caught up na nagpo-focus sila too much on the indicators and tools na nakakalimutan nila yung fundamentals, which is price. So, this is an example of a messy setup. Kitang-kita nyo, sobrang daming pwedeng tingnan. But we only have two eyes. Tapos we only have one focus area. So kung ito yung hinarap sa'yo, syempre may hirapan ka mag-trade. It is recommended na you should only have about 3 to 4 max indicators on your screen. Now, let's dive deeper into price. Kasi ang alam lang natin ay presyo. Pero as traders, what we'll see 90%, almost all the time, are candlesticks. So in this section, we're going to discuss the anatomy of a candlestick. A candlestick has 4 main parts. Namely, yung open, yung low, yung close, at saka yung high. Yung open, yun yung pinakaunang price that the stock was sold at during the day, during the hour, during the minute, during the second, right? On the other hand, yung low, yun yung pinakamababang price during that day na nabenta yung stock at. Yung close, yung pinakahuli, yung high, yung pinakamataas. And then, another thing about candlesticks ay yung color. Simple lang, ang green, ibig sabihin tumaas yung price ng stock, red, bumaba. And then this leads to one of the most important things to remember. Closing price, yung pinaka-importante out of the 4 parts of the candlestick. Why? It determines the color, determines the size or the strength, it determines the psychology of the people. Okay, so para mas maintindihan nyo, we're going to go through a couple of specific examples. Ang unang candlestick na ipapresent ko sa inyo is what we call solid candlesticks. Just like the name suggests, it's solid, so it's purely a rectangle. They are also called most bullish and most bearish. Kung hindi nyo pa alam kung ano yung bullish and bearish, ibig sabihin lang yan, kung bullish, mas marami yung buyers. If bearish, mas marami yung sellers. Yun lang. Okay, let's start with the solid green candlestick. Nag-start siya sa mababa, that's the open. Hindi na siya bumaba ever again during that day. Tumaas lang siya ng tumaas. And nag-close siya at ang high niya ay same sa mas mataas na price compared to the opening price. Gets? Kabaligtaran naman. If red solid candlestick, nagsimula siya sa mataas, yun yung opening niya, right? Hindi na siya tumaas after that. Lahat ng buyers na bumili dito, nalugi na kasi after nun, bumaba lang yung price ng bumaba and yung low tsaka yung opening, same. Now, this candlestick is a very strong indicator na malakas ang certain buying or selling within a stock. Sige, isa pang example. This next example is what we call the long buying tail and the long selling tail. Now, ito, mukha tong hammer, di ba? So, isang hammer na nakataas, isang hammer na nakababa. Let's try to see kung paano ulit to nabuo. Okay, let's start with the long buying tail. Okay, so ito, nag-open siya sa mataas na price. Tapos bumaba siya ng sobra. At the middle of the day, siguro panigurado, nagkaroon ng magandang news or like nagbagong isip ng tao, mas maraming demand, tumaas naman bigla. Tumaas pa lalo sa opening, kaya tuloy, meron lang maikling like box or rectangle dyan. By the way, the distance between the close tsaka yung open is what we call range. This signifies na mataas yung buying power. At the end, nag-result pa rin siya ng mas maraming buyers. Kabaligtaran naman ito yung long selling tail. Nagsimula siya sa mababa na nga, tumaas na ng sobra, pero bumaba rin siya at the end of the day. So that indicates na nagbago yung isip ng tao, tapos mas marami yung nag-sell. Diba simple lang naman? Ito, last example is what we call doji. Ito, diba mukhang cross? So, ibig sabihin lang yan, nag-open siya at nag-close at the same price. So, nag-open siya sa gitna, tapos tumaas, bumaba, pero at the end of the day, bumalik pa rin siya sa open, kaya nag-close siya at the same price. So, this indicates indecisiveness. Ibig sabihin, hindi sure ang tao kung tataas pa tong stock na to or bababa, right? Ngayon, marami pang examples ng candlesticks out there pero hindi na natin isa-isahin. However, the book gives a couple of guidelines para if makakita ka ng candlestick, alam mo na agad yung ibig sabihin yan. So una, color indicates bullishness or bearishness. Katulad ng sinabi ko, kapag green, mataas ang demand, mas tumataas ang price. On the other hand, kapag red candlestick, ibig sabihin, mas marami yung nagbenta. Kapag mas kokonti yung demand, mas nababa ang price. Second, size of the candlestick determines strength. Diba sinabi ko yung range, yung pinagkaiba ng open at close? So kapag mas malaki yung distance between the open and the close, ibig sabihin, mas malakas yung momentum, mas malakas yung conviction na, eto, nako, maraming demand. Diba? Compare mo naman kung maliit yung range, diba? Hindi ka pa rin sure. And last, location ng close matters. Kung saan yan nag-close, yun yung magsaset ng expectation ng tao. Now, alam na natin ang meaning behind a single candlestick. How if pagsama-samahin naman natin sila into groups, di ba? Sobrang lalaki na tuloy yung context behind stocks. So, meron daw tayong two types of group of candlesticks. Una, yung momentum candlesticks or what we call energy candles, tsaka yung non-momentum candlesticks or what we call weak candles. Ngayon, yung momentum candlesticks, usually, ito yung makikita kapag nagtitrend na pataas or pababa yung stock. On the other hand, yung non-momentum candlesticks, ito yung makikita kapag katapos ng momentum candlesticks. Now, ayoko na elaborate. Bigyan ko na lang kayo ng example. So, makikita natin dito sa picture na to, yung mga pataas na candlesticks, yun ang what we call momentum candlesticks. Usually, malaki yung range ng mga yan. And then yung mga nasa taas na candlesticks, yun yung mga weak candles. Papansin nyo na mas maliit yung range ng candlesticks compared sa momentum candlesticks. So bakit natin yan kailangan malaman? Kasi papasok na tayo to trends. So una munang trend is uptrend, pangalawa, downtrend, and pangatlo, sideways or no trend at all. So diba, self-explanatory na yan, uptrend pataas, downtrend pababa, and sideways, walang trend. Dito sa Pilipinas, ang kaya mo lang i-trend ay yung uptrend tsaka yung sideways. Wala pa tayong short selling, hindi mo kailangan alamin yun. So ito raw yung mga hanapin natin kapag tayo magti-trade. Now ito, clarification lang sa mga hindi alam. Like, ang stock, hindi yan tataas ang price sa isang diretsyon line, di ba? Hindi yan pa vertical line. Yan ay zigzag, usually. Right? So may ups and downs din yan bago yan makareach sa mataas na price. That's what we call waves. Now ito, actually magical part about it, not gonna lie. Usually may 3 or 5 wave counts sa isang trend. Let me show you. So makikita natin na tataas muna siya, bababa, tataas, bababa, at tataas ulit. Diba? Napakasaya naman kung maka-enter ka before or during point 1. Pero in reality, that's super hard. Now, sabi sa book, the best time to enter or the best time kung kailan magandang bumili ay yung sa point 2. Ang dami pa niyang pupuntahan. And if uptrend talaga yan, di ba? Makakasakay ka hanggang dulo. If ever na aabot siya sa wave 5, pwede ka rin daw mag-enter sa point 4. Okay, ito, examples mismo galing sa book. This is FGen Corp. And dito talaga makikita yung concept ng waves. Meron siyang uptrend muna with 5 points and may downtrend din siya with 5 points as well. So parang nagbuo siya ng mountain, di ba? So kung nakasakay ka sa 2, profit ka na. Kung nakasakay ka sa 4, profit ka pa rin. So meron concepts sa book na slightly lang diniscuss pero napaka-memorable sa akin. And this is the alternating deep and shallow waves. Ngayon, yung concept na to, sobrang simple lang. If steep yung pagbaba from point 1 to point 2, yung pagbaba sa point 3 to point 4 ay hindi masyado magiging steep. Vice versa, kapag naman hindi masyadong steep, yung pagbaba galing sa point 1 to point 2, yung pagbaba sa point 3 to point 4 ay magiging steep talaga. It just amazes me. Slightly lang binanggit to sa book, and if gusto mo raw siya i-search, you can search Elliott Wave Principle. Now, ang dami nating alam, di ba? Pero how if we sit back and look at the bigger picture? May makikita tayong price action. Isipin mo na lang ang price action, yung direction kung saan pupunta yung stock. Now, there are 4 main stages daw sa price action sabi sa book. First is accumulation or yung pagkuha. Pangalawa, yung markup or yung pagtaas. Pangatlo, yung distribution or yung pagbebenta. At pang-apat, yung markdown or yung pagbaba. So may short story behind this actually na memorable din talaga sa akin. So yung accumulation stage daw, yan yung right after ng sobrang pagbaba ng isang stock. Ito yung stage kung saan talaga rock bottom na yung price ng stock. Tapos dito rin yung mga big institutions, yung mga may malalaking pera talaga, bumibili unti-unti ng stock na yun in anticipation na iniisip nila na tataas talaga yan kasi rock bottom na. Kunyari, let's just say na nagkaroon ng good news, right? Tapos nakakilala ulit yung stock ng marami. Tapos dyan na, syempre, dyan na pasok ang hype. Dyan na papasok kaibigan mo na sabihin, uy, ang baba ng price ng stock na to. Bumili ka na kasi tataas yan mamaya. Mahuhuli ka na. Dyan na papasok yung FOMO. Ngayon, dyan na tataas yung price ng stock. And that's why it's called markup, okay? Pero it's signaled by a breakout. Yung biglang pagtaas ng price ng stock. Syempre, this will go on weeks. Ang daming maghahakot ng mga traders. Uy, invest ka na ngayon kasi mahuhuli ka to the moon, to the moon, to the moon. Tapos, pagdating sa taas, may peak yan. Syempre, hindi yan pwedeng tumaas lang ng tumaas, di ba? Magre-reach yan sa point kung kailan magbebenta na mga big institutions para magka-profit na. This is what we call distribution stage. Diyan na magbebenta unti-unti yung mga big institutions, profit-taking na, mga nag-hold during yung kahit nung accumulation or yung markup. Dito na rin yung stage kung saan yung mga bumili at the top mag-iisip like, ba hindi na tumataas? Diyan na tayo nagkakamali. Yan, sa tagal na hindi na tumataas yung stock, naisip na ng iba na, sige, mabenta ko na nga to. So, diyan na magsisimula yung breakdown, yun yung magsisignal ng markdown. Diyan na bababa yung stock and the cycle continues. It's a sad story, I know. Yung mga bumili sa top, sa distribution stage, maiipit talaga dun. And yeah, that's basically the summarization of chapter 1 price. Pero before everything, I just want to share something kasi right after reading this chapter, I was already able to apply it in trading. Dito ko na rin i-reveal kung ano yung other stock na binibili ko aside from Jollibee. So the stock that I'm talking about is MRC. So itong stock na to, actually, hindi ko pa ito narinig ever. Pero, narinig ko lang na magiging holdings company siya. So, I got my interest. Tapos, bumili ako ng konti. Tapos, I read this book and then look at this chart. Okay? Look at this chart. What do you see? There are waves. Diba? Naka-wave 1 na siya. Naka-wave 2 na siya. Naka-wave 3 na siya. At nasa wave 4 na tayo all the way papunta na sa wave 5. Saktong-sakto, nung time na yan, nasa wave 4. Tapos, nung nalaman ko to, bumili pa ako. And then, what do you know? A couple of days later, tumaas ng bigla yung price ng stock. And win, baby. This is still not a stock recommendation, right? Nasa wave, papunta tayong wave 5. So, it's very dangerous na. So, I highly suggest you do your own research. Basta, I just wanted to share my experience kasi I just really want to appreciate na I was able to apply the lessons in this book into trading in real life. So, if nakatulong in any way itong video na to sa pagtitrade mo, let me know in the comment section below. That's it. I really made this video as short and as simple as I can para mas maintindihan mo. I always post during Saturdays. If you appreciate what I'm doing and you want to be updated with every chapter that's coming, I promise you, a lot more is coming. Make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell para lagi kang updated. Pakismash na rin like button, makatulong sa algorithm. Add me on Instagram at MattDoesn'tStop. And as always, let's grow the bank account. I'll see you soon.